Live pale Facebook at GBS TV, and leo tuko na msupa wa Kenya, Miss World Kenya 2021. Karibu sana Sharon.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming too. Before we all start, nataka tu kujua, how does it feel to, wear like the Kenyan crown and
like you're the most beautiful girl in Kenya, right?
It feels good, but it also comes with a lot of responsibility. So it's a balance. Yes.
Is it heavy?
Not really.
It's not heavy. So unaweza tu ivaa ukitembea nini?
Unaweza tembea nayo tao?
Not really.
Unaweza bebwa. Yeah, nilikuwa nataka kujua how boot camp, procedure ya boot camp inaendanga aje ukisha ingia kwa hiyo Miss World competition?
Okay, so first of all, I'll take you through the selection process. Okay. So Miss World Kenya is held every year, but unfortunately due to the COVID circumstance that we experienced, last year we did not have. So our queen reigned for 2 years. So they put up a poster on their social media pages and also the website for people to come. It's open to the general public. So from there people submit their pictures, videos and whatever. Then whoever makes the cut is called in for a physical interview where maybe you do the walk. They also get to examine you, how you speak, how you carry yourself. So it's all part of that. Once you make that cut, you proceed to the boot camp. So this is where you're actually trained on how to be a beauty queen. You don't have to have previous experience.
Okay. So before we go to the boot camp, before you make to the cut, is there any qualifications they look at too? For example, height, weight?
Well, yes, there are a lot of...
You have to be on a particular weight?
You see, weight is something you can actually work on. So they just have to see if it's workable, if it's realistic, if it's attainable. So they also look at height. Height is very important. Height is very important. They also look at how you carry yourself. It's not only about the outer beauty, but also the inner beauty, because physically you might tick off the checklist. Dentition, perfect. Height, perfect. Body perfect, but what comes from your heart is also very important. Yeah.
Okay, so then now we go to the camp. What happens?
So the boot camp, our boot camp went on for about a month of intense practice. So once in the boot camp,
how many were you?
We started off as 33.
Wow.
We were 33. Yeah, so somewhere along the way, some got evicted. Some dropped off on their own, because I'm telling you, it's a gruesome process. It really takes a lot of heart. Yeah, so once in the boot camp, you're taught on the modeling, the walking part, the etiquette part, the fashion part, the makeup. We actually have a skin analysis. You get to understand your skin type, because this is something that a lot of people